One MTSU Sports Club would recognize the many seniors that laid the foundation for this team moving forward. A month removed from their last game, MTSU would lace up the skates one last time before they called it a season as they would face the Lipscomb Bisons. Before the game, MTSU recognized the 7 seniors playing in their final game for the Blue Raiders. Also, a big question was popped as MTSU defenseman Robert Johnson proposed to his girlfriend before puck drop. The answer was yes. MT started off the game looking as flat as a pancake, surrendering the game's first 3 goals in the first period. MT would cut the deficit to 1 on goals from Nick Christinus and Nicholas Lindstrom. That 1-goal deficit would be as close as the Blue Raiders got as Lipscomb's Tanner Yancey potted home his 2nd goal of the game. After the 4-2 loss, several seniors unfortunately leave this program with one last excruciating memory to think of.
Still going to be around, still going to be working with this team and growing with them. But, I mean, I don't know. It was a hard game.
Overall, I think this game was not what MTSU hockey represents. It's not the standard at which we play.
I think we just kind of treated it as we were just going to go in and win the game. And whenever they came out with a little more heart than we did, we had to make a few changes.
MTSU going into that game was 2-0 with games played at Bridgestone Arena until this shocking defeat at the hands of the Lipscomb Bisons. Saturday marked the finale of spring drills for the Blue Raiders, but for a couple of players on the team, there's still more work to do. Quarterback Jordan Middleton and linebacker John Carruthers are fighting for roster spots for next season, as last season these two were redshirted after walking onto the program. Jordan Middleton played quarterback at Siegel High School before enrolling at Middle Tennessee State University. John Carruthers was initially going to Cumberland University before coming to MT the next year. For Carruthers, being labeled as a walk-on presents its own challenges.
I was actually going to be like holding dummies and just basically watching practice and watching from like I would be more of a scout guy than a player.
The upcoming football season is 4.5 months away from kicking off, and this team seems to have the mindset of catching people's attention.
We got the offense, we got many of our offensive powers, like a lot of them are coming back, and I just feel like we just gonna come out here and we're gonna ball out. We're gonna shock the nation.
For News 3, I'm Jordan Cimini. A few hours after the Preds got a huge victory over the NHL's best Washington Capitals at Bridgestone Arena, MTSU stepped on the same NHL ice surface, closing out their regular season. The night before, MTSU had ran away with a 10-2 victory over the Mississippi State Bulldogs. On Saturday night, it was a whole different script as MSU skated out of the first period up 3-0. This is when the Blue Raiders' resiliency was tested, and they passed with flying colors. MT would tack on 8 unanswered goals and hold on to a 9-6 victory. This win solidified their home record at 7-2 this season, compared to only winning 1 home game last year. After the game, some of the Blue Raiders said this win says a lot about their team.
Those first and second lines, man, they're pretty good. They got a really good chemistry going, and so once they get out there on the ice, there's really no stopping them.
I think when we get together and work hard, I think we're one of the best teams, around the area.
After every goal, they had the momentum to score another goal, so they see that they can do it, so they're just going to keep doing it.
From the immaculate ice to the field of glory, MTSU hosted the Mule Mix Classic this weekend as they finished their tournament going up against Missouri State. Before Sunday, MT won big over Northwestern 11-4 on Friday and Bowling Green 20-8 on Saturday. On Sunday, the Blue Raiders couldn't get the bats rolling as the Bears shut out MT 5-0. That loss put MT as one of the bottom teams in CUSA. The Fordyce Center has seen its share of hockey celebrities, from Nashville Predators superstar defenseman PK Subban to hockey's holy grail, the Stanley Cup. But one celebrity from the hockey world coming to the Fordyce Center in the summer will have kids flipping pucks for joy. The great one, Wayne Gretzky, has promised that he'll show up to Antioch, where his family's hockey school will be coming to the Mid-State in June. The Gretzky Hockey School started in 2014 when Wayne Gretzky's son Ty founded the school in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Boys and girls from the ages of 7 to 15 can sign up for this camp. Kids will learn to improve their skating, shooting, and puck handling abilities. These kids will also be put to the test off the ice, where they'll look to improve their overall fitness. People in the Nashville hockey scene believe this will be a golden opportunity for kids to learn from the best to ever play the game.
If you know who Connor McDavid is or Sidney Crosby is, they're going to know who the great one was and who they look up to. So that, the greats in the NHL now look up to this guy.
If you're a hockey kid, you obviously know who Wayne Gretzky is, so it's going to be a big deal no matter what. I think it's going to be great to even get an autograph for him.
Give it 5-10 years when they really start getting deep into hockey knowledge or going to know Wayne Gretzky and you realize, oh my gosh, I got a picture with Wayne Gretzky. He's training me on the ice.
The 100 miles of hate continued this weekend as MT's arch rival traveled down to the borough to settle their differences on the diamond. MTSU hosted the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers this weekend for a 3-game series that started on Friday night. WKU emptied the barrels from the start, scoring the game's first 6 runs in the second inning. The Blue Raiders would answer back with 3 runs of their own in the next 2 innings. Back in striking distance, MT shot themselves in the foot on defense, giving up 3 unanswered runs in the 6th inning. The Hilltoppers capped off their night with a solo home run out to left field as Western Kentucky would preserve the 10-3 win.